Whoa, there's one! Whoa! God! Oh my God.
Daughter, but that's not what's most interesting. I want you to look into them eyes.
Your kids are playing Roblox, Satan is after your children. There's a version in this game called Demonology.
Can't wake up? Try Ram Wake Up Service.
I'm telling you, people don't even believe in drop bears. It's just a...
Whoa, there's one! Whoa! God! Oh my God. Oh, get.
Whoa.
Is that your sister, Katie?
Oh my God!
That's my mom.
Oh, that's your mom?
Hold on, we gotta get a side by side. Oh my goodness.
That is scary.
She's the first. She's the prototype.
Can't wake up? Try Ram Wake Up Service. Guaranteed to wake you up.
You doctor.
That was. What is he training for? Is he going to fight Terminator or something in the future? Hitting metal like that?
Now, this Prince Andrew's daughter. Just so you won't be confused, because the people in the short stream like to act like they know everything. This Prince Andrew's daughter, but that's not what's most interesting. I want you to look into them eyes. Look deep into them eyes and tell me what you see. Yeah, look at them eyes. Tell me what you see.
It seems like those eyes can see everything. I'm talking all dimensions, everything. It make you wonder, what are they? Because those eyes don't look like human to me. I'm sure that's just a bit, but...
It looks like we've got another alien on a plane, just like last summer when that lady was saying that MF is not real. This guy seems terrified though, and so does everyone else on the plane. Here's what apparently the alien looks like as well. Looks pretty creepy to me.
If that's what he saw, I can see why he was freaking out. But he probably also was freaking out because no one else is reacting to what they saying. Are they just not saying it? Is he the only person that can say it? Who knows, right? Why the squirrel stepped to him like that, though?
I've now learned what caused the death of the man who took care of the alleged haunted Annabelle doll. Paranormal investigator Dan Rivera died suddenly back in July in a hotel room in Pennsylvania. An autopsy report revealed the Connecticut native died from natural causes related to a cardiac event. Rivera was in Gettysburg for his Devils on the Run tour, hauling the infamous Annabelle doll across the country when he died. The coroner says the doll was not in the room when Rivera died.
I don't know, maybe I'm the only person, but I know I can't be that when I hear natural causes when it comes to somebody, I just assume that something weird went on, some type of foul play or something. That when he traveled with that doll, multiple cities got worse because of it. Fires, people breaking out of jail that never broke out of jail before. I don't know. Something is weird with that doll.
Como te habíamos comentado, esto es lo que queda del campo. Lamentablemente el gobierno se quiere apropiar de todas estas tierras para hacer un basural y la verdad que es una lástima porque es lo único que queda de vegetación en esta zona.
¿Viste eso? ¿Lo viste eso allá atrás? Estoy matando por acá, por arriba. ¡Oh, chao, boludo! ¡Por él!
I can't blame them from leaving.
Comment book. If you want to be the first to uncover what most will never know. It's time to understand what's really behind the story.
What a wild discovery. This video just surfaced online showing a small gray extraterrestrial coming up to a man, and then later the man even gives the alien-like being a hug. Now, some say this was just a hoax made to get views, but others believe it's real, saying the creatures are actually androids or robots, supposedly working for a different species of alien who is not robotic. But whether it's real or fake, this footage at least gives us an idea of what these beings might look like. And if they're out there, would you want to meet one? Personally, I'd be a bit scared to meet an alien, especially if it came up and hugged me unexpectedly. I mean, we have no idea what their intentions are. But I have to admit, the idea of there being other life forms out there in the universe is kind of cool. Who knows what they could teach us? And besides, it's not like we're the only life in the universe. We're made from the same building blocks as the universe itself. So why should it?
I would be freaked out if an alien tried to hug me, but come on now. I think we all can agree that's probably a kid in a costume. I don't believe a gray would be that small. And it just seemed like a kid to me. What do you think? You think it's real?
Breaking space news. 2 days ago, astronomers confirmed that an interstellar object has entered our solar system, came from somewhere else, traveled through space, and it's here now. This is only the third interstellar object ever identified in our solar system. First was Oumuamua, and we still don't know much about this one. Then an interstellar comet passed in 2019. Okay, and then an object hit Earth in 2014 that could have been interstellar, but we didn't confirm it, so this might be the fourth. Here it is. It's most likely a comet because it does seem to have a little tail like comets do, and this will probably change, but right now they think it's about 12 miles in diameter and about 420 million miles away from us. But it is coming closer, and it's going to reach its closest point in October, and it's going to be about twice the distance from the sun as we are. It will get much closer to Mars. It will be moving about 42 miles per second. This is by far the fastest interstellar object we've ever seen. Hopefully, as it gets closer, we'll be able to learn more about it and what stuff outside of our solar system is like.
I guess it's just me, but stuff like that just never interests me. Like, space just was never interesting to me at all, even as a kid. I learned about the planets, that's cool. But an asteroid coming, it's like, unless it's going to crash here, it got some type of technology on it that can better human lives, I could care less, personally. But even if something like that was to happen, it's not like NASA would tell us anyway, right?
Wait a minute, there's no way this is right. In this classic 90s Britney Spears music video, Hit Me Baby One More Time, her skirt was plaid, right? Wait, what? No, there's no way. And while we're on Britney Spears, she had a microphone in this video, didn't she? Like the one that attaches? Where did that go? Oh, you're saying she never had it? Well, then why did Lizzie McGuire have one when she parodied the video? And why did the doll have it? And do you remember Snuffy, Big Bird's companion from Sesame Street? Do you remember his full name? Snuffleupagus, right? Wrong, it was apparently Snuffleupagus. And do you remember Tweedledee and Tweedledum from Alice in Wonderland? And the little propellers on their hats, right? Wrong, they were apparently flags. And you remember the Disney theme opening where Tinkerbell flies in and dots the I? I guess Disney says that actually never happened. My guess is maybe we're confusing it with this one. Let me know which ones you remember.
Britney Spears with the plaid skirt, I remember that. I think I also remember her having the headset on too. It looked kind of weird without her having it on. But I definitely remember the plaid skirt because I kind of had a crush on her when I was younger. Maybe it's just different timelines, like some people say. Some people are from timeline 1, from timeline 2, so maybe they have different. Maybe in timeline 2 it was a black skirt, in timeline 1 it was plaid. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You think this is real? You think that she had the plaid skirt or a black skirt? Let me know. Let me know what you think.
Remember when Britney Spears went crazy? This is what really happened.
Ask them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here and it would have been, woe is...
All of this was a false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to.
But what exactly did Kanye Kanye say about Hollywood handlers and lithium? Are Britney's handlers again giving her lithium to stop her from talking about her conservatorship?
You know the first time I ever took medication why I was? Because I got mad at paparazzi.
I'm so sorry.
You know what paparazzi it was?
No.
The same one that shot Britney.
Oh.
I do think it is some suspicion when it comes to the handlers. I think it's just as deep as they want the person money. Same thing I think that happened to MJ. I think they just wanted his money. For Britney Spears, I think her parents just wanted her money and other people that worked around her. And I think Kanye, they wanted his money, and they are currently siphoning his money while he is on gas that you inhale. Apparently he takes that like all the time. So I do think that Hollywood higher ups do try to get them on drugs and things like that to manipulate and control them. I'm not sure what lithium does. So if you do know what it does, please let me know in the comments.
I'm turning it down. It shot a lot again. Look, it's the, oh my God.
I'm turning down 11.
What the f is that?
All right. I just had to call it. So you look in the sky. Just look in the sky.
It's shooting the light down. What the f is that? It look like it's taking somebody.
Shut up.
What the f is that? Look, it did it again.
Babe, why are you so loud?
Look, babe.
I see it, babe.
It's shooting the light down. What the f is that?
You showing me on the phone and I see it right in the car.
Oh my God.
Where is they shining that light?
What the f?
Is they shining it? Down, that's in the sky. What the f is in the sky, yo?
What the f is that, y'all?
And it's look like it's over there by campus. Man, are we the only one that's seeing this?
Bro.
Hey, don't just wind your window.
Hey, roll your window down. You see that
in the sky?
What is that?
Wait.
Right here. Look. That red.
Right,
what the f is that?
Yeah, what
Yo, what light is some shit in the air, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, it's red. Yo, look at that.
See that? We going.
It's shooting the light down, bro.
That person is literally disbelief. That's why they keep saying, what the F is that? I'm kind of speechless because it's just like, that dude look like it could be abducting something. If it's a UAP, it could be them using drones. It could be, some people will say that's Project Bluebeam. They just testing something. Just like in the beginning of the video where it showed that projection of that person just looking. It's just, on my previous video, I think I showed that, but it's just, I don't know what that could be. And besides, it could be in the UAP. Let me know what you think it is in the comments below, because y'all probably will have more knowledge of that stuff than I do.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
You won't believe what this parrot did. This bird swore it wouldn't hurt her, but then it did. She was just chilling with her bird, Coco, when things got weird, and what happened next was totally unexpected. Coco started talking back. Coco said, "I'm not gonna hurt you," but seconds later it snapped at her. The creepy part, it kept repeating the same line like it was mocking her. "I'm not gonna hurt you," over and over, until it actually did. Was this bird possessed? What would you do if this happened to you? Let me know.
I love you. I think we just need some time before we do that, okay? See, that's why.
What's the matter?
I still think you're gonna bite me. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
see? That's why. See? You scared me. You tried to hurt.
If you see this bug in your house or outside somewhere, get away from it or get rid of it as fast as possible. This is a kissing bug, and it's already spreaded a rare and deadly disease named Chagas across 32 different states. The crazy part is that the people who have it may not even know they have it. The disease is hitting places like Texas and the southern US in general hard, but experts are also saying that up to 100,000 people in California could be infected without even knowing. And that's because the bug spreads a parasite to human beings that remains dormant for 50 or 60 years and isn't really found until a person has a stroke or heart attack. Unfortunately, by that time, the parasite will be discovered, but it's already caused major heart problems, and for many, it'll be too late. The wildest part is that these bugs aren't even that rare. I've personally seen them before. Sometimes they'll be on windowsills or flying around by lights outside. The good news is that the parasite and disease is treatable. People have already gone to get tested, so if you've had encounters with this bug, gotten bitten by it, anything, or it's just in your house maybe, go ahead and get tested because you just never know.
I used to do electrical work about 6-7 years ago at a school. I came across one, and that's the first time I heard about the kissing bug. I actually saw the bug, looked it up because I wasn't sure what it was. Couldn't tell if it was a stink bug, but it looked a little too bright to be a stink bug. As soon as I saw what it was called an assassin bug. I immediately went back and killed it. I stomped the crap out of that thing because it was just like, when I found out what it could do, I was like, it gotta go. That's too dangerous.
Your kids are playing Roblox, Satan is after your children. There's a version in this game called Demonology, where they teach your kids how to cast spells and how to practice witchcraft. This game gets so dark and demonic that kids have no idea that this is not harmless fun. But it actually opens the door for the kids to be demonized, conditioning the kids to be okay with practicing witchcraft and casting spells.
I know we all like a little bit of time to ourselves, so we let our kids play games and you've got things to do around the house or whatever, but do not let them play this game. There's plenty of other things they can be doing. This game just keeps getting worse and worse by the day. It's almost like they want the children to be familiar with these things. I don't know if you remember a few Halloweens ago where on Fortnite to revive your character you had to sell your soul to you know who. All very strange and completely irrelevant to a child. So it's obvious that the intent is malicious.
The problem I have with Roblox is that it's a bunch of games on it. So think of it like a game engine. And you don't know what these creators are making. And I'm not trying to give a pass to Roblox creators. I mean, Roblox, the people, the devs that made the game itself. They really should be on top. Considering how much money they're making, they really should be on top of these things. It's almost seemed like they just care about the profit over the kids' safety no matter what. But the weird thing about it is if you keep focusing on the profit and not the kids' safety, eventually you won't even have a game or a game engine to work with because the government going to shut you down. So to me, it's just weird. Regardless, you should be watching what your kids is doing as much as possible.
The old ways of doing things, that's how they open refrigerators? They had a whole spinning device in the fridge. That was so much better back then. And that's a can opener. That is cool. Hold on, you can take out the whole oven? Bro, we really downgraded. And you didn't have to spin a light bulb and you just put it in? Would have loved to just put it in. That's pretty cool. Bro, what happened to the innovation in appliances? I don't need an LCD screen. I need this. They were really built not to break. Why did they stop making stuff like this? This is so cool. Freeze your door. I want one of those today. That was crazy.
The reason why they stopped making stuff like that is because they want it to break so you can go back and buy a new one. Because if it's built for life, they lose customers. I do wish they had the little spinning, shells. I thought that was really cool even back then.
Bro, police just found a man living in the crawl space underneath someone's home in Portland, Oregon. And what this brother was doing was way beyond squatting. He was standing 10 toes down. He had a bed, string up lights, televisions, chargers, and even a freaking PS5 all plugged into the condo's power source. Through an extension, he ran through their vent. And you know what's even crazier? Police were called to this property after a witness reported seeing a man who was not known as a resident parking his car and walking towards the back of one of the buildings. Bro had a freaking car. And it somehow gets even crazier because when police arrived, they discovered that the owner's keys, which unlocked the small door opening, didn't work. That's because this guy, yes, changed the locks on their doors. Now, when police broke through the door, they discovered a 40-year-old man named Benaiman Bakur just chilling inside. A freaking meth pipe was also found in the space. So next time you hear a strange noise coming from your attic or crawl space, it could be nothing. Or it could be a 40-year-old man playing Fortnite.
it's more common than you think. You know, I used to watch a lot of true crime a couple of years ago, and there was a lot of stories of people literally living in the person walls. There was one story where it was two girls. They were like preteen, and their father would go to work or whatever. This was like in New Hampshire or something. And they kept telling him, we're hearing stuff like knocks and stuff when you're not here. And he didn't believe them. But eventually he caught it. And obviously they caught the person went to jail. But most of these people that do those things, they're not really homeless. That's just some people just choose to squat. And the crazy thing is, if you go to houses that's like really high end, like I used to live in Aspen, Colorado. If you never heard of that place, think of it like a really, really rich part of the United States. That's literally just like a ski resort town. 90% of the houses I was working on, nobody lived there. It was like a second or third house. So somebody could do what this person just did, be under it. And people, they probably wouldn't know. A lot of these houses only get used during like the winter time during the ski season. So like, the other 9 months, you could just be in there. They wouldn't know. That's the crazy thing. Like, it should have more rights for people that own property, because these people are pretty much just abusing tenant rights. Rights that's usually for people that rent. So I don't know how they would fix that. It's pretty tricky. I guess the way you could fix it is if, you know, you break in and entering, you should be arrested for that. Who cares if you say you got a lease from a fake person in India or something? Because that happens too, by the way. It really should be as simple as you break and enter. You know, you go to jail.
Look.
Oh my god!
Look at t-shirt, your t-shirt, and then we take one cigarette and another cigarette, and we put it in your t-shirt, and now look at this. €2. Look.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god! I never saw anything like that.
Some people say that this person is a dark magician, like he's a warlock. He's not faking it. It's not illusions. It's real. Most of those tricks, I can't figure out what is he doing. If those people aren't paid actors, and as the video isn't being edited and they're seeing it in real time, not like Chris Angel, which was heavily edited and it was just pretty much fake, then it's like, I don't know how he would be doing something like that. If you have any idea, please let me know in the comments below. But do you think this person is a warlock or something? Because some of the stuff that person is performing is seem out of this world.
Breaking news, if you're somebody that uses ChatGPT, which you probably are, your conversations are literally being scanned right now. Yes, you just heard that correctly. Every single chat that you've ever sent to ChatGPT isn't just between you and the bot anymore. OpenAI just officially confirmed that they now scan every single conversation across the entire board. So this is how they're saying it works. AI systems are now flagging your messages, a human moderator reviews them, and if they think it's a serious case, it can actually get escalated to the police. This means that the app that millions of people across the world use for homework, work emails, and even private late-night conversation is now being actively watched as you type. This is blowing up absolutely everywhere right now. People are calling this the end of our privacy. OpenAI is saying that it's all about safety after some real-life incidents actually happened where AI conversations went way too far. I think the question that everybody's asking right now is who decides what counts as too far? There are entire Reddit threads that are happening right now warning about these false alarms. Imagine joking with ChatGPT about a crime story idea and then suddenly you're on a list. Guys, this is not a test feature. This is actually real. If you're using ChatGPT, your words are officially being scanned, so be careful.
I guess I'm not really surprised because they really hyped up ChatGPT 5 and it is absolute trash to the point that I don't use it anymore. I used to use it for homework and stuff, but now it's constantly getting things wrong. It's constantly getting answers wrong, and it's constantly incorrect. That's the best way I can describe it. So yeah, if you use an AI that is online that can go to somebody else's server for your private thoughts and things like that you don't want other people to know, that's crazy. There are plenty of LLMs, which ChatGPT is, that you can use offline on a thumbstick if you just want to talk to AI, maybe about your mental health. You know, maybe you have type of serious mental health, and one people can say stuff about AI about how it's not useful, but in cases of certain things, like especially when it comes to like mental health and things like that, those people, the AI will be way more patient than you talking to your friend who heard you say the same thing about 1 billion times. I don't really have anything to say about it, but the AI can at least let you be heard. Because at the end of the day, when most people talk, they don't really care if you agree with them. They really just want to be heard, and most people don't get heard, and that's why they feel so isolated. So if you're gonna have private conversations with AI and you don't want people to know, you need to do it on an offline on your computer with LLM, like DeepSeek or something.
We now have video footage of a fire-breathing dragon flying outside of a passenger plane, and this looks pretty legit to me. And before you ask, no, it is not an AI video. I already went and checked. It turns out to be real. And this has been happening a lot more lately, because if you remember, just a few years ago, this photo was taken in China and it was all over the news. And don't forget, just a few hundred years ago during the Tartarian era, in our encyclopedias, dragons were listed as now rare. So that means they were a real species, but they had become less common. Now personally, I think that the flat earth German ice wall map from the 1940s is the hidden key to tell us where these dragons flew off to after we had been killing them in the Middle Ages, making them more rare. I think they went to one of these other continents that were not too far away from our own, and they probably went to a place such as Asgard or Terra Vista, the unexplored regions. I think this map shows probably what is actually out there, the closest out of any of these ice wall maps that we've seen so far.
The scariest thing I've ever seen up there. One night at 2 a.m, I was hanging out there, okay? And they go, you can hang out here, but upstairs they're doing something, but you cannot go up there in the belly room. Like, it's closed. Who gives a fuck? He's like, there's something going up there. Do not go up there. But I went up there. The back entrance, up the black. I opened up that back thing, right? It's pitch black in there, but I see candles, right? I swear to God, I saw this. 15 people wearing hoods and purple cloaks. Oh my God. Okay? And they're chanting. Right? And then, so I go back downstairs and I wait to see. They come down after the seance. You know who I saw? One of them was Lily Tomlin. Okay? The second one was Bob Zamuda. You know Bob Zamuda? And they were seancing Andy Kaufman's ghost.
Did it work?
I don't know. I didn't stay up there long enough to know. But what I'm saying is that there's something about that belly room that is a portal of something. In the night there, you can hear babies crying upstairs.
Now, Bobby say a lot of crazy stuff because he's a comedian, but he could be, what he's saying could be true. He seemed pretty serious for once, so maybe that's why he just sticks to his own podcast now. You don't really see him anywhere else.
No. All jokes aside, who is this guy right here? Who is this? Because ain't no way you go from this to this. Who is this, man? Who is this? Because just a few days ago, like 2 days ago, on the gram, this is the picture that The Rock posted. Yeah. So how do you go from this to this? How did he do that? Why I'm asking? Because I want to do that. We've seen so many versions of The Rock through the years. From this to this. I mean, he doesn't even do the people's eyebrow anymore. He doesn't do that anymore. Who is this, dogs? Who is this guy right here? Who is this? Because that's not him. This is The Rock that I know. I know him personally. Who's this? Remember him? Because I remember him like it was yesterday. This is The Rock that I know. This is The Rock that I was watching during wrestling growing up. I know this Rock. What the? Shut up! Who is this guy right here, though? Who is this? Notice how his nose is wider than the other ones. What is he? Look. What's going on here, guys? Come on, ain't nothing going on. These guys are actors. They play different roles. They have to fit the script. You know what I mean? So they got to get in shape and do things like that before they could play the new role that they playing. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just wondering, how does he change so many times? But I understand he's an actor. This is what they do. Nothing to see here. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm out.
In my opinion, I think the role just perfectly lines up for him getting off the juice. What I mean by juice, I mean, if you think The Rock was natural in the last 10 to 20 years, that's it for today's videos. I hope you had an excellent day. Remember, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, a sub, and a comment, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.